What came first, the singing or the acting or the singing?
The singing came first. I was in choirs when I was in 4th and 5th grade, and it was in middle school that I realized that I was a little different in that respect, and I took it really hard when I didn't get like first or second. You know, it really, as a matter of fact, when I was in school, they passed some kind of new rule in the school system that if you weren't making A's, or no, at least a C, it was like no pass, no play, right? You weren't, I don't know if that was a national thing, but it certainly was in my school. And I was flunking everything except the arts classes I was taking. And I remember there was a competition, a national competition I would go to all the time. Well, it was national, but it started state. And I would go there all the time and get, score really, really high and be in this regional state choir that would eventually go into national. And the year that they passed that, I was not able to go and perform. And there was a guy who, and there's always these guys in choir who they're like, I know I'm not good, but I just enjoy singing. I've always met those guys, and I think that's real sweet. And he signed up for the competition, and he said, Jade, I signed up for it, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to go because whatever. And I have to see, there's the conniving side of me, of course, that I think lives in all of us. Mine, it just comes out a lot more often. There was a thought in my head. I was like, wait, if you don't go, do you mind if I go in your place? And he's like, how are you going to do that? I said, I'll figure something out. And so I remember I went as for moral support. and whenever his section or his time to compete came about, there were 3 or 4 times you had to compete. I was so proud of this. I'd be like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And I would go back things 4 times. And when they announced the awards, and by the way, my choir teacher that year hated me. She was a frustrated artist, I think. And when in state, I think I scored second or something. And when they announced my friend's name, who was absent the whole day, I was like, yes! It was I just needed to know that I could do that. For me, I think it says a lot about my life. I'm glad I said that because that's making me think about a lot of other things. Sometimes it's just, and maybe that's the real male side of me, just to know that I can do it. That's the competitive side of me. I'm still very proud of that.